Hey guys, Richard at Ryden's Room here, or rather not in my room, well, in my room, not Ryden's room. Ryden's room is baby's room, this is my bedroom. So you can see that's the cupboard behind me, which is basically anything that's being sold, going to the library, etc. Closed basket, which I'm currently using as a stand for this phone. All that goes in there, and on my right is my ordinary bookcase. I've got my Star Wars one, which is downstairs again, but not being used because I'm not downstairs right now. Above it, Negan's Bat, all my various Nintendo amiibos, CD player, that one right behind me because I've got a lot of physical media, and Warhammer calendar that I need changing tomorrow. So yeah, that's basically my origin for where I am now. So anyway, on to it. This is a review for Star Wars Rebel Rising by Beth Revis, or Revis. I have no idea why it doesn't say her first name on the spine, but it just does. So yeah, as you can see, this is a library book, Milton Keynes Library. So yeah, I miss when they used to stamp them, stamp the date back. Obviously, it's a lot more convenient for them not to have to do it if you just do it yourself, but I miss that. It's now a relic of the past. But yeah, there we go. So, on to it. So I was just browsing young adult Star Wars books, because that's how I came across the Padme trilogy, the Ahsoka one, some others, and this just popped up in a popular book list, and I thought, yeah, why not? Love Rogue One. It's without doubt the best thing film-wise Disney have done, and of course Andor's proving a superb prequel to it. And it's of course the prequel to it through Jyn's story. So spoilers for Rogue One and that era. So film opens. I'm not sure exactly how old Jyn's meant to be though. I mean, no, sorry, not. I know how old she is. I'm not sure exactly what year it's set in. Like from the beginning, when Director Krennic shows up to, take take Galen and his family willingly back to Coruscant after they've left and they realise what they're building, and yeah, it all goes wrong. Galen gets taken prisoner, his wife's killed, and Jyn has to hide where Saw Gerrera then finds her. So I'm not sure how many years. I imagine it's a few years into Death Star development after the Empire's been formed. Maybe 5 years max, so it's probably more like 3. But that basically carries on from here, and it shows Jyn's story from like being a little girl to being an adult, and it basically goes from start from there to the point the rebellion capture her in Rogue One. So it's all the stuff happens because at the point of Rogue One, Jyn doesn't really care. She's not that bothered. She's got a Han Solo in it for herself approach, and that's basically what this book does. Starts with her as like a little girl being trained like by Saw. All the Saw Gerrera is obviously he's fighting for rebellion, but he's an extremist. He goes to any lengths, and this book will show like some of the really bad things he will do, which I think was only really implied in Rebels and maybe even less so in Rogue One. But Clone Wars obviously is when he was fighting against the Separatists. I think it's been a while since I watched the episodes that him and the others are in, but yeah, this basically picks up there. So you see Jyn being trained in like self-defense with weapons. Her natural skill is like hacking and tampering devices, so she can primarily make full like clearance code, so she can get Empire across blockading planets when they feel like it, etc. And it's helped with that. And it basically, and the story basically goes, Jyn's like learning with from Saw for years. He's seeing her as a daughter figure. You can see that. She ends up in various rebel groups, and eventually gets split up, and Saw pretty much abandons her. She ends up going from one place to the other, finds like a new family, a woman and her son, starts a relationship with the son because she's about 16 at the time. And when they're escaping a planet that the Empire finally turned to, both of them are killed, and you see why she doesn't really care much for the rebellion, because it was during a fight with rebels that they were killed. She doesn't know whether the rebellion shot their ship or the Empire did, but it doesn't matter. And it's just her. She ends up in various places, and there's like various chunks where the book goes from like a regular chapter. So you see there just chapter 15, and then it'll jump to an actual, she starts at age 8. That's what I thought. Like what turns out to be the present time, where it'll say month number, so month 5 that is. So all the timesheets going like thinking about a past. So there's not a huge amount to say for this book. Really good. The author captures the character really well, and of course you do wonder what it is that made her like she is by Rogue One, but of course by the end of Rogue One she's doing the right thing again, and it's just great, especially when you actually get the mentions of the characters, like when Jyn meets the woman who's clearly the leader, which is Mon Mothma, and it's just really cool to see that. So really reckon this book. I've looked on eBay, it's dirt cheap, but even though I bought a lot of Star Wars books, I'm probably only going to read this one, so I'm happy just keep having it as a library book and then returning it. But that is it. So yeah, definitely highly recommended if you want some more backstory, particularly around Rogue One. Also, it's not young adult, but the book Catalyst to me, I thought that was the only other prequel to Rogue One. There's this as well. Catalyst is basically about the stuff her dad is doing. So yeah, really recommend, well, both. But hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you for the next one.